This is day 6 of the aftermath of Hurricane Matthew. I'm in Britain's Neck, South Carolina, and this is one of many roads which has flooded due to rising river water in South Carolina. There are currently over 200 roads which are still closed in South Carolina due to the flooding. Now, many residents have had to evacuate, but some have returned home. 2 weeks ago tonight, the Conway Recreation Center was being partially used as a shelter for people who had to evacuate their homes due to the historic flooding of South Carolina. Tonight, behind me, the tackle football team is back playing again, and across the field, the youth flag football team is back playing again. Slowly but surely, order is being restored to Conway, South Carolina. Chicago City aldermen have been asking for the police superintendent, Gary McCarthy, to step down. What do you think is the solution to the crime in Chicago? It behooves all of us to have a survival mindset comprised of awareness, preparation, and rehearsal in order to act quickly and effectively. There is a mandatory evacuation today at 3 p.m. Coastal Carolina University had to evacuate today at 9 a.m. Any students that were unable to leave were bused to Winthrop University and Clemson University. Now, this mandatory evacuation, which starts at 3 p.m., is for anyone that lives within 100 miles of the beach. I'm here at Ocean Boulevard and 8th Avenue North. I'm Jennifer Harris. On this edition of Good Day DePaul, the chaos continues in the Ukraine. I'm Jennifer Harris. The crisis in Ukraine may seem a world away to some people, but for one DePaul student, it's close and painful. Correspondent Michael Collins has the story. Believe it or not, graduation is just a few months away. I recently attended the DePaul Almost Alumni Fair 2014 to find out what DePaul is doing to prepare. Danielle Belowski is joining us now with an update on Blue Demon Athletics. So Danielle, what's the latest on the Lady Blue Demons?
Well, Jen,
for nearly a decade, Twitter has made hashtags, retweets, and what's your handle a part of everyday lingo. The microblogging, social networking site has managed to change the face of social media and place itself in a category unlike any other. You can also keep updated by following us on Twitter at Good Day DePaul and checking out our Vimeo channel, Good Day DePaul. Thanks for watching. I'm Jennifer Harris. Traditionally in Chicago, the summer months are normally very violent. However, this past September, we saw a 50% increase in violent crime compared to this time last year. Just yesterday, Chicago City aldermen have proposed for Police Superintendent Gary McCarthy to step down. Not everyone agrees with some of the city aldermen. Commuters in downtown Chicago today had a variety of points of views. Chicago City aldermen have been asking for the police superintendent, Gary McCarthy, to step down. What do you think is the solution to the crime in Chicago?
Less guns on the street. Less guns, more police presence, and Gary McCarthy may not be the problem.
In September, 60 people were shot and killed in Chicago, making it the deadliest month of the year, and the most killings of any September in 13 years. Chicago Police Superintendent Gary McCarthy is committed to the fight to stop Chicago violence and has no plans of stepping down. His new approach? Tracking illegal weapons in the city.
We need stronger gun laws to address the violence. This hasn't changed in the 4 years that I've been talking about it, and it must. We seize more guns than any city in the country every year. We seize 7 guns to every one that New York seizes, 7 to 1, and 3 to 1 compared to Los Angeles.
There's a lot of tension between, our minorities and our officers, and I think a really good solution would probably be some type of sensitivity training for the officers, because they come into these communities and they don't know anything about the people or what they're going through and what their struggles are. The community has to get together and get these guns off the street.
Okay.
I don't think it's about the superintendent. I don't think it's about the kids. I think it's just everyone getting together and just getting it off the street.
There are a variety of opinions about who's to blame for the increase in crime in Chicago. However, the question still remains, what's the solution? Reporting live from downtown Chicago, State Street, I'm Jennifer Harris.
67 Sandy Hook School. Callers indicating she thinks there's someone shooting in the building.
We heard a loud bang,
We thought that something fell. Then we heard another. And then we thought that that was a gunshot.
This past December marked the one-year anniversary of the Newtown, Connecticut school massacre, where 20 first graders and 6 teachers were killed.
I know there's not a parent in America who doesn't feel the same overwhelming grief that I do.
Since then, there have been over 30 shooting incidents at schools around the country, including colleges.
I hope nothing ever does happen, and I don't expect it to, but if something did, there's not much you can do anyway, so I don't worry about it.
DePaul University just released a series of guidelines for the DePaul community detailing how to respond to an active shooter on campus, threats of violence on campus, or targeted violence on campus. They also just released a safety video entitled Shots Fired. The guidelines say if you're threatened with a weapon, stay calm, maintain eye contact, keep talking, and follow any instructions from the person threatening you. Also, try to quietly signal for help and stall for time. DePaul safety officials say they're working with law enforcement to try to head off possible violent incidents.
The Public Safety Department has an ongoing relationship with local law enforcement. That includes the Chicago Police Department, the FBI, Homeland Security, and we're in constant contact with them, and if there's something going on that alerts college campuses in the area, they make sure and touch base with me, and then we take appropriate measures to ensure the safety of our students.
The guidelines also suggest preparing for threatening incidents by developing effective response strategies, such as escape routes from classrooms. Some DePaul students say they feel confident about the university's security provisions.
I do feel like if anything were to occur, they could handle it, definitely.
There's security in the building and police around. I've always felt safe.
DePaul safety officials emphasize knowing the locations of the blue emergency phones located around the campus. It behooves all of us to have a survival mindset comprised of awareness, preparation, and rehearsal in order to act quickly and effectively. For Good Day DePaul, I'm Jennifer Harris. Ladies, want a shopping experience unlike any other? Enter Takara. Takara Bethia Goodell has been a business owner in downtown Oak Park for several years and has merged her shoe store, Shoe Soko, with her women's clothing and accessory boutique, selling exclusive designs in which a large percentage is her own private label clothing line.
We relocated here to the downtown Oak Park area, and it has been fantastic. What we carry here are my designs and some carefully selected designers as well. But I design the clothing and accessories, and we sort of bring in things that are really needed. You know, for example, eye bobs and, readers for women that are 40 and over. A lot of the clothing here are pretty much centered around more of a women's sizes.
While using her gift of designing her own clothing, she began to get compliments and requests from others to make one-of-a-kind designs. From there, her business was born after producing mass quantities of clothing for others. Takara sells all types of clothing, coats, dresses, rare jewelry, and accessory items, and of course, shoes. Russelina Ireland, affectionately known as Russ, is assistant manager and has worked at Takara's for 2 years.
We have customers coming from the south side of Chicago, the far west side, as well as the north side of Chicago. And they come here because they understand that Takara has the fabulous, unique items that they're looking for.
Takara is meticulous in every detail of her work and her business.
This is one of my favorite pieces right now. It is called the Zip Tunic. The reason why it's called that is because I designed it with these wonderful zippers. Sometimes I'll have a garment on, I wish I could just zip this turtleneck right off. And so I thought, ding! And so I designed it, and it has just been so amazing. We sell tons of them. And the zippers come in all colors. There's yellow, purple, red, black, gray.
You're bound to find a unique, artistic, and feminine piece to fit any occasion or the mood that you're in.
This is all handmade felted scarves. They're so fabulous. They're like reversible. and they're all hand felted. They're just really amazing.
Takara is very passionate about her work, and even though she is a wife and mother, at times she wakes up at 2 o'clock in the morning to work on a clothing idea. Her personable service shows she wants every customer to feel as if they found the outfit that lights them up and portrays their best self to the world.
I'm going on a cruise tomorrow, and Takara found some fabric and made me a beautiful skirt and dress.
Takara's unrivaled and more than a clothing boutique. You will walk out energized and full of life. Takara's is a place that celebrates women and all that we are, providing an opportunity to relax, release, feel and look fabulous, and embrace your true, authentic self. For Good Day DePaul, I'm Jennifer Harris.